kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 5552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet naet.
Over 1,900 games brought us here, but history doesn't care about the journey.
The Premier League is the best league in the world.
La Liga is far and beyond the biggest winner.
It only remembers how it ends. Keep all it. 8 titles. 1 month of mayhem to decide them all. Stay connected and watch GoTV to catch the football season finale this May. It's on.
Chamgeji top kalinzina mangwengwe tugulole mite ko ibai agigere kitishit nebo Kass TV itagaten logoiwekab emet kigurena Jacqueline Arusim. Akotestai kokimit President William Ruto kole tesetai ak tetutik chebo ketes kaitetab konetik eng sugulishek cheterter eng emet. Kongolali eng Kiambu komwa Ruto kole kokotestai serikali ak tetutiet nebo siretab konetik alak chelelach eng takchinetab keger kole kaimuch konyor kipsomaninik somanet neititaat kotinygei ak bandaptai nebo musoknatet netestai keborionji eng ng'ony komugul. Kokamwa President William Ruto kole kobun kakoitoetab somanet nebo musoknatet kokotoi serikali tetutik chetokchingei koker kole kaimuch kokanapta kipsomaninik eng sekta inoto.
As we celebrate 70 years of Thika High School, we must also prepare for the next 70 years. The world is changing rapidly. Artificial intelligence, digital technology, robotics, machine learning, and innovation are transforming economies across the world. Through the competence-based curriculum and training system, our schools must therefore prepare learners not only to pass examinations, but also to solve problems, create opportunities, drive innovation, and compete globally. I am therefore encouraged by the school's vision to establish a modern sports, performing art, and digital learning center that will support coding, robotics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and talent development. This vision aligns very directly with Kenya's future. We had a very serious teacher shortage. We have employed 100,000 teachers in the last 3 years. We are employing another 20,000 teachers this year. To make sure that we close the gap on teacher numbers. We had very serious challenges of learning spaces, classrooms. We have built 23,000 classrooms across the country, and I'm very happy that we will be building some classrooms in Thika today to add on to non-number. Because when you have classrooms where pupils are 80, learning becomes very difficult. If you have classrooms where there is no teacher, you cannot have proper learning. And number 3, we have sorted out the challenge we had with funding. As was said earlier, we had capitation.
Kangocher rubeotab gavana kobun county nebo Uasin Gishu chemung'arainik chemache kobarait mung'arosiekwak kobwa taonitab Eldoret kosubkei ak netakomite boroindo nesome kiboitinik cheboto asikarikab kanjo kokochi boroindo chemung'arainik koistoegei kaimet.
Kong'ololi eng kwenutab taunetab Eldoret komwa rubeiwotab gavana nebo county nebo Uasin Gishu Evans Kapkea kole kokotestai kobit walet eng taunetab Eldoret kong'etege kanapta koek city neeshoi ng'alalutik chotok chekikotestai kotinygei ak kachutetab kei noto nebo kandoinatenwa ak kanaptaetab yaetab boisionik.
Kuna kiongozi moja alituuliza swali mahali akasema tangu hizi Eldoret ibadilishwe ikuwe city mwaka wa 2024 hatujawahi ona kila kitu ambayo imebadilika kwa hii town, na tunataka kuambia hawa viongozi, kama hujaona kitu imebadilika tangu tubadilishe ikuwe city, na tuko na malls kubwa kubwa ambayo imejengwa tangu tubadilishe ikuwe city number 5 hapa Jamhuri ya Kenya, na mtaona bado kuna mabadiliko mingi sana. So wale wako na maswali ni nini imefanyika tangu ikuwe city, waweze kutafuta nafasi, watembee jioni waone vile city yetu ya Eldoret imebadilika. Mambo ya security governor ameweza kuweka mstari ya mbele.
Kamwa ine kole ikochin chi age tugul boroindo noto nebo koyai mung'aret eng taunetab Eldoret koboto tagetab investors kobwa konapta mung'arosiekwak ole rirtoi alak eng kiboitinikab serikalitab county noto nebo Uasin Gishu cheboto kanjos chikotestai kowech alak eng mung'arosiek.
Sisi tunataka kupea kila mtu nafasi aweze kufanya biashara kwa njia mzuri, na pia tumeongelesha mpaka wafanyikazi wetu wale wanasanya revenue, wale wakanjos waweze pia kusupport biashara za watu bila kuwasumbua wale wafanye biashara ambao wanafanya biashara hapa Eldoret town. Na kama unafanya biashara pia wewe ufanye biashara ile halali na ufanye sehemu ambayo unaruhusiwa, ufuate ile sheria ambayo tumeiweka kama county ya Uasin Gishu, na utafanya biashara yako bila shida yoyote.
Kasom Kapkea biik chotok chetinye mung'arosiek ak koboisie boroindo nemitei eng taunetab Eldoret kobarait mung'arosiekwak.
Sababu hii town yetu ina grow, we want to welcome all the investors wherever they are, whether international and local investors waweze kufika town hii yetu ya Eldoret and wafanye biashara yao, kwa sababu we will give them space, we will give them incentives, na tuone kwamba hata tunapeana tax free ama tupe license kwa kupunguza ukifanya biashara kubwa ambayo unaemploy wafanyakazi wengi. Somnara na tukul jemi sangu li obwa town nege tejel retini ago obwa ga mung'aret tukul, kwa sababu hii town yetu sisi wote, na tunakaribisha kila mtu kutoka sehemu ya Kenya, whether from Mombasa, from Lamu, from Garissa, kujeni hapa fanya biashara, tafuta unga yako, support serikali kwa kulipa license, hii Uasin Gishu iweze kubadilika na iweze kugrow.
Bitunito kasarta noto nerirtoi chemung'arainik chebo taunetab Eldoret asikarikab kanjos chemwoe kole moikochin kalyet koboto murindo noto netesetai kowechi tetutikab tililindo eng komoswek chotok cheisuldoi mung'arosiekwak. Kongatika taunetab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Tesetai serikali kokochin toretet neo somanetab muswoknatet eng emet koret agenge nebo keker kele kanyor neranikab emoni somanet nebo eunek asikobit kotoret notok ichek konyor boisionik, missing ko boisionik eng ematunwekab sang. Ng'olole kot agenge nebo somanet eng sukulitab muswoknatet nebo Kaiboi eng Mosop county nebo Nandi komwa David Ng'ang'a ne ine ko regional director nebo TVETs kole nyalu eng neranik koityi kamanut kurset nebo kosomji ichek somanet anan kosomanji ichek somanet eng sukulishek chotok bo muswoknatet.
Kamwa Ng'ang'a kole kikokochi toretet neo serikali somanet nebo muswoknatet missing eng siretab kanetik koboto tetutik alak cheterter chetakyingei kekanapta somanet nebo muswoknatet eng emet.
The support that we have gotten from this government is huge. We are supplying equipment to private colleges. We are supporting institutions by recruiting trainers. In fact, we have recruited the highest number of trainers that we've ever had in Tibet space.
Nitok oret agenge nebo kero kele kakiisto kaimutiet nebo rerunetab boisionik eng emoni. Ole somanetab muswoknatet kokonu boroindo nebo boisionik cheterter, missing ko boisionik chebo eunek.
Our mandate is to build capacities of our youths so that they become useful members of our society through equipping them with skills, employable skills. And in so doing, we work with the industries our programs, the programs being offered in our TVET institutions, actually are derived from demands in the industry.
Karupten ita kanetindet neo nebo sukulitab Kaibui Abdition yakamwa ine kole eng kasarta neborchinkei serikali koit emoni ole kikoit emetab Singapore otoreti tetutik cheu chu chebo somanetab muswoknotet.
If we are going to go to Singapore, the journey to Singapore is through Kaibui, is through MSOS technical, is through SOT technical. In other words, it is through technical vocational education and training. So we want to encourage all our youths, all our parents, that they should consider taking a skill.
Eng komosta nyi koyomis Fancy Kilel netelelchin sukulitab muswoknotet nebo Cheptaret, neranik kosomonchi somanetab muswoknotet eng mwaet kole toreti nitok kenyor boisionik eng oret ne nyumnyum.
There is job market within the country and outside the country where we take our trainees to go and work outside the country.
Kong'eteke county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet yebo Kass, kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Kakotestai kokoito kurset Deputy President Kithure Kindiki koityi kandoikab bolotet koistoegei ng'alalet nemobo bandab tai ak kotoret biikab emet eng kasuldaetab boisionik. Ong'ololi eng Meru komwa Kindiki kole kokotestai serikalitab Kenya Kwanza koyai boisionik chebo bandab tai eng sectors cheterter eng komoswek tugul chebo emoni ako notok kotindoi kayanet kole wendi kobelishei President William Ruto eng lewenisiet neo nebo kenyitab 2027.
Unajua ya kwamba siku ile tulipiga kura kahawa ilikuwa shilingi 50, shilingi 40. Leo kahawa ni 100 kwenda 160 na bado inaendelea kuongezeka. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka niwahakikishia kwamba we will stay focused to make sure that we bring down the cost of living, we improve the livelihoods of the people, empower farmers, provide coolers for milk farmers, ndio maziwa hayo itipotee. Hii maziwa ambaye sasa leo tunanunuliwa na 50 ilikuwa inatoka shilingi 32 2022, na watu wengi hawasemi. Wakikuja hapa wanasema sijui nini, sijui kasongo, sijui one time. Hawasemi 2022 maziwa ilikuwa pesa ngapi na leo ni pesa ngapi. Hawasemi kahawa ilikuwa pesa ngapi na leo ni pesa ngapi. Hawasemi mbolea ilikuwa pesa ngapi siku hiyo na leo ni siku ngapi, ni pesa ngapi. Hawasemi ya kwamba 2022 hii barabara haikuwa imekamilika, lakini leo imeshikanisha mji wetu wa Nkobo na mji wa Kethirone. Kwa hivyo mambo ni mengi. Hapa Meru County tuko na programs ya barabara ya bilioni 39 billion ambayo itatusaidia kuweka lami kilomita mpya 17 Meru Town. Ndio siku ya campaign ikifika next year, wakati tutakuja hapa na rais kuomba kura, kazi yetu ndio itatutetea.
Mitei maget nebo keker kele kakiter ak ketoret lagok eng emoni eng katorchinet nebo kemong talantaishek eng komoswek cheterter koret agenge nebo konyorune ichek kelchin eng betusiek chemitei tai. Ng'ololjin sirikab logoiwek kasarta nekakiyai igorta nebo Annual World Kids Athletics Celebration, komwa Youth Development Director eng Athletics Kenya Barnabas Korir kole koityi Athletics Kenya koshinet ak ministry netonondochin somanet eng emoni nebo keker kele kanyor kipsomaninik toretet nemakchingei eng kamang'unetab talentaishek cheterter.
Kosubkei ak Director netonondochin Youth Development in Athletics Kenya Barnabas Korir, kong'ong'unetab talantaishekab lagok en ming'inotet kobo kamanut en katorchinet nebo keker kele kanai lagok talantaishekwai en ming'inotet asikotorchi kimnatet ak konyorune kelchin en betusiek chemiten tai.
Most of those activations are done within the confines of the schools. At least Kenya has a workable plan and have a partnership with the Ministry of Education, especially primary and secondary schools, where we nurture most of our talents. And we work very closely to ensure that the talent is nurtured and then the instructions are given during the school holidays and also within the framework of active school days.
En komostanyi komwa director netonondochin field coordination and co-curricular activities and ministry netonondochin somanet en emoni Nelson Sifuna kole kakoit kasarta nenyolu ketou tetutiet neu noto en sukulishek tugul en emoni en katorchinet nebo keker kele katestai emoni konom laitornatet en urerioshek cheterter.
We are celebrating to ensure we win and assure the country that we are going to spread to all the 47 counties. We are seeing talents here that will be recorded and be ensured that all our schools embrace this type of athletics and games that will occupy our children. They make our learning environment to be so happy, so conducive, so appealing to all our children.
Kaboishe kasarata director netonondochin competitions en athletics Kenya Kennedy Tanui kong'angole po kamanutik orata en sobetab lagok amu wendi kotoreti iche konai kimnatet netinye lakwet asikonyor toretet en kasarta nemokchingei asikosulda karwotitoet netinye.
And this is grassroots development and we are very happy. Last year Kenya became the overall winners in the kids athletics competitions that were held last year, and today this year we want to also win with a greater margin now that we are now in the ground and doing everything.
So far we have been doing very well. The structure we have is almost similar to what we did last year when we won the world relays for the kids athletics, and that's been going on pretty well. At the moment Uganda is still leading, but we are also catching up.
Kong'eting kanaset nebo Eldoret en county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kanenyu ko Timothy Kiplimo.
En kasarta nekatestai anan ko kotestai kobit kang'ung'unyet eng emet kotinygei ak alyetab mwaita nebo petrol ak diesel nekotestai kolany kokakomwa principal secretary nebo kimnatoshek eng emoni Alex Wachira kole tesetai kolonye alyetab mwanik kosubkei ak alyet netesetai kolonye nekele mwanik eng siret ole nito komatinye kamuget age tugul serikali nebo koter kosubkei ak nekibune mwanichotok ematunwekab sang.
Tuko na bei ya mafuta ambayo imeenda juu, lakini haijaenda juu kwa sababu ya mtu fulani. Hapana, imeenda juu because kuna vita mahali, and the current diesel prices kule Middle East zimeenda juu. But if we had our own refinery, and which is what the president is urging us to construct our own refinery, we are the tail end of having commercial exploration, field development kule Lokichar, ili mafuta yetu itoke, tuwe na refinery kule, ili sasa in case of such issues, we are able to be cushioned as a republic. Na mlisikia juzi rais akiwa kule Tanzania, akisema it is very important for us people of East Africa to have our own refineries. Because when we get supply shocks like we are currently having, then if we have a refinery within our own area of the Eastern Africa, then we are kind of cushioned from the supply shocks.
Kakiyai kabarunoik chekimang'u kotoret eng tesetab tai nebo tetutiet nenaat ko Spark Accelerator nekimang'u kotoret eng ibunetab walet eng Spark Fund, tetutiet nekilumda kampunitab Safaricom eng kenyitab 2024. Tetutyonotok bo Spark Accelerator kotoreti biik chetau mung'aroshek kosuldae makenywa ak kotoret eng kanabtaetab mung'aret.
So today we are here having what we call the Investor Demo Day. This is where the startups come in, present to various investors, be it venture capital funders, corporate ventures, but also foundations that are in the room. Today's objective is primarily to showcase the investors, the startups as well, not just to VCs, but also to potential partners who would be in the room and would be keen to learn about them, but also to the wider audience or community. So we had a live link where we had people viewing from all over really learning more about these startups and showcasing who they are. What was the day about? We didn't just have the pitches by the startups, but we also had great insights from Esther, who spoke about how M-Pesa is evolving into becoming an enabler of our vision of being Africa's tech leading company. But we also had investors come on stage and speak about some of the challenges, what do they look for, and giving practical advice and tips to the investors in the room and will-be investors watching on how they could succeed. And we finally wrapped it up with a Thanksgiving or a graduation, a brief graduation ceremony, where we really appreciated the startups who are on stage today. And we gave them plaques, but we also had a bit of a celebration, as you can hear the music behind us. It's a great culmination of what was a fantastic event, and we had some good fun as well.
So that is why Spark Fund is very important for us. You will see in this second cohort a lot of startups in several areas. Fintech, just ignore what Maurice said, that it is a wave that passed. It did not. It still has a lot of relevance today. Embedded finance, creative economy pillar, SME digitization, and logistics.
What's next are two things. A, would love to get them funded. So after the demo day, what follows after are investment discussions. So we have detailed deep dives with investors. We already have had some good traction with some leads already coming forth from today's session. And the aim is to now follow through on that and ensure that they actually are able to get funded.
Kango barasta ne bangejre teng labatet ablagok eng athletics Kenya Barnabas Korir gole ngatutik chegimen chitetat kebaishe eng lewenishet ab timit ab Kenya netungo in the World Under 20 eng Oregon emetab America ko kamwa Korir gole kibaishe chikilishet negim ne boto chikilishet ab imandab kenyishek anan doping ak tetutik ab visa.
The World Under 20 Championship, which is coming up in August in Eugene, Oregon. That will be on the 4th of August until the 9th of August in the US. We have the trials for that event, and of course, some of you will wonder why it is coming up early. It's because of the issues of the technicalities that will arise as a result of visa issues going to US. You realize that most of the time nowadays it's very difficult to get the booking for the visa interviews and eventually get the visa. So we decided to move it back, the trials, to this month. That will be on the 21st to 23rd of this month, the trials for under 20. The trial is going to take place on the 21st until 23rd. We already have identified athletes that will be competing, and we are going to invite them. And the selection, of course, you will see is from the National Championship for Primary and Secondary Schools that was done a month ago, I think in Kisumu. We use that as a basis to select the team that will be competing. We have so many other issues that we have to adhere to because of the problems that have been faced by at least Kenya and also as a country in terms of doping. So we have been given other strict regulations that we have to observe. And in fact, for your information, the names that we are going to release today have already been passed on to ADAC and also AIU to FET to make sure that whoever we are going to place and to compete is within the regulations that are governing the Rule 15. That is now, the athletes should be tested also as under 20. And then, of course, to meet other criteria that will be or have already been set for us as a country. So we are not free to do as we wish like before, where we can, everybody can come and run to try. But we have, before sending anybody to compete, we must also check to make sure that they are within those limits of that. Because some of them are underage and you know, unless they release themselves, we can't release for the reasons of ages. But we have those who have been removed, we have everything with us. But you know, sometimes because of the standards that they observe World Athletics. We want them to release if they want to release. But us, we are limited, or we are constrained to release those names. But they are informed, they are aware. And the information that we have also about those athletes who have manipulated their ages, and the investigation is still going on. Yes, it is still going on. The investigation is going on. They have been informed. The coaches or the parents are aware, and that is why we also sometimes, when they are young people, you don't want to subject them to a situation where sometimes maybe it was not even their mistake, because we found out that the people who are really misleading them are others, not themselves, because you cannot expect a 16-year-old to go and change the birth certificate. So we assume that this is because of the undue influence from different people, and therefore subjecting them to such media again might not be fair to them, because they were not aware, they are not dopers, but they have been cheated by very senior people, and that's why investigation also on those who are purported to have been involved is being done by World Athletics, and they'll also be penalized.
Chitap kalenjin kakituk chotok emetab logoiwek chok chebo emetab ureriosiek chekakimuch kebun kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV. Kongoi mising ak boroindo nekaikonech ikere logoiwekab emet. Kigurena Jacqueline Arusei ak amakun kit age tugul nemie.
Over 1,900 games brought us here, but history doesn't care about the journey.
The Premier League is the best league in the world.
La Liga is far and beyond the biggest winner.
It only remembers how it ends. We ball it. 8 titles. 1 month of mayhem to decide them all. Stay connected and watch GoTV to catch the football season finale this May. It's on.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitkei ak kinoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke. Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba